So I am very experienced in Counter-Strike 2, and I love offering coaching to my students, but sometimes I'm genuinely impressed with the knowledge, the nade sets, just different things I'm seeing from players. Today is one of those times, and you're going to see a lot of good stuff that you can implement into your gameplay on Ancient. We do identify a few things that are really going to help take this player to the next level and make it so that he can achieve every one of his goals possible. Join me in this coaching session, hit that subscribe button, join my Discord community, and fill out that form in the description of the video to set up your own coaching session with me. Without further ado, let's go ahead and check out the session. Okay. I don't mind you feeling around here, prodding around. Obviously we're not in a very good situation. One thing I might be thinking about here, and this is all just like, you know, hindsight stuff we can look at and kind of think about. I honestly might be trying to play with my dually player. And why is that? Because one, he has the dualies. I can have a little extra firepower when I'm fighting with him. And then also he has the kit so that if he dies, I can sit there and maybe scoop it up. Regardless, like it is kind of a scuff situation because it's going to be really hard to retake this in this moment. But maybe just something I'm trying to think about there. But I don't mind you coming back here and playing like that. It's just maybe something to think about. Yeah, because now the kit's down in mid. There's no hope for us to really get it.
Yeah, it's really difficult to win this, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, like to be honest, like you're probably not gonna win it anyways. It's a very low percentage retake anyways. Because I mean, to their credit, they actually utilized a lot of good smokes. They smoked off street. They even had a house smoke there that we kind of had to worry about for a bit.
Yeah, I think this is a pretty high elo lobby.
Yeah, that's good, man. That's good. And why I'm happy you're subbing for the team too and doing this type of stuff is like, bro, you're gonna push yourself. You're gonna face a lot of things that maybe even in your normal pugs you're not seeing, especially being in that team environment. So, really good stuff. And what the heck? Nice shot.
I
nice
don't know why it doesn't buy.
Yeah.
This round.
Yeah, we're like glazing the other team, saying how like good they are the first round, and then he's not even buying. I don't remember.
I don't know why.
Hey, but way to punish that, man. Way to take advantage of that. You know, he's making a mistake, but you're really pressing him on it, so it's good. And you even get the dink on that guy, so you know, I mean, as far as the first rounds are going, you're putting in a lot of good impact, and honestly, we're happy about how the individual performance for the first 2 rounds went. And then here we decided to get MP9 and nades, sacrifice the gun for better util, so good team player right there. This coaching session is brought to you by Skins Monkey. They are the best CS2 trading site out there. Swap out the skins you do not like and upgrade them into higher quality new items. I have personally used Skins Monkey to build my inventory and love how many features the site has. The best thing is that you can gain your own crazy deposit bonus of 35% by using my code KOJOMO. They also have a freebie section where you can get free new skins by completing tasks, and you also get a $5 bonus by clicking my link in the description of the video. One thing I'll say... Okay, one thing else. Are you queued with... who are you queued with in this game?
I think I'm 3 stacks, so... Benji and Adrenaline I'm queued with.
Adrenaline, okay, sweet. Oh, dude, okay.
Better.
Are you ever the cave player, by the way? Are you ever just the guy
I'm always the cave player. Yeah, I'm always the cave player.
Okay, sweet. And when you're a cave player, do you always molly ramp like this, or are you the guy that mollies?
No, I
okay.
do the lane util.
Okay, sweet,
normally,
good. Yeah, I was just gonna say, because like this isn't even really on you, but just because of the timing of when we're throwing this util over here on B, as an outside, when we're throwing this, like we can see obviously in hindsight with the demo, the nade is just coming in so late versus if we were the guy doing it. But I understand it's because you're just trying to fill. That makes sense. Just curious about that. Okay, you feel a lot of pressure here. I think it would just be good if you come through here, you decide like, oh shoot, like he's mollied, I'm not really gonna help him. Honestly, I get that you have an MP9, but I think it might be good just to spot for info, bro. And I say that because like, you know, because you're kind of worried about someone walking up. I think even though like you're prepared for it, you're ready to fight like this, it is just so much space to give up. And if you're giving that to a really good player, what they're actually going to do is come up here and be like, wait, nobody's holding me? What the heck?
It just punishes it really easy.
Yeah, and they might just smoke you off and it's like, shoot, right? Like, sure, we can retake it. Sure, we're still in a good situation. I think you'd just be better off, though, you know, being confident enough to get that info. He spots you. Of course, we have an MP9. We're not really going to commit to that fight. But maybe in our head, we already have a plan. Okay, if I spot him, I'm going to explode out to pillar and now play here. or okay, I spot him and now we have that info and we at least pressure him a little bit. You're not going to get caught off a lot by it, but against some really aggressive players, against people that really are going to press their advantage, I don't want you necessarily to be on the back foot and holding this angle. I want you to be spotting here.
Got you. Yeah, there's a lot of space to give.
Yep. Okay, sweet. Yeah, good decision there. The next level of what you're going to do is you're baiting perfectly, by the way. You're baiting perfectly here. We go for this first peek. Boom, we do this. That's why naturally, bro, want you to pull out your flash and flash behind here because you have a teammate that's about to like, or, you know, in theory, he should take this fight and swing it with, right? We are in a 5v3, so it's not super, I guess, necessary, but still like that honestly is what he should be doing. And I think that'd be such a complimentary way to play. And, you know, say we're saying he doesn't swing or something. Okay, who cares? At least we had that idea. And you end up doing it anyways. Yeah, perfect. You end up doing it exactly what we needed to do. So, sick. Yeah, sweet. Like I said, I mean, overall, though, man, like these first rounds, we're getting a lot of good impact. And we're not really making many glaring mistakes. So that's really good. I will say too, by the way, going back to like MP9 theory as well, it's good. And I like that you went here and did this. And because this is a higher level pug, they're going to be throwing the Brolin Molly and stuff like this. I do like that you guys, that at least you tried to play their teammate at the beginning, because you guys have MP9s and yes, you have full util, but you're going to be facing off against people that have better guns, better weapons. So I'm either trying to do something really aggro, do a play where like I'm playing close, or yes, like taking cave space, because this is unbelievably broken with an MP9 in here. So I just want to make a note on that. That's some good thinking with that. Okay. Yeah, and that kind of sucks with like just how things went. Because our teammate kind of crumbled. And I don't blame you for fighting this, obviously, that's fine. I think I think honestly though, and this might just be a little bit of hindsight. I think though it's like so important for you being the cave and cheetah player that we at least try to maintain this space in here, right? Because we have two teammates coming up through here, and while I think it's fine that you're like going down here, I think it'd be so much more optimized if we actually can try to come back here and at least like pressure the opponents and make them worry about this position in here. Your flank's good, but if you're gonna do that, just commit to it. Like honestly, just keep going and commit and try to get the best timing you possibly can. Because you're just allowing your opponents to get set. I mean, I guess you were. I guess I kind of stopped once we heard noise. Maybe
I moved off the angle.
Yeah. It just like it introduces a lot of like space for your opponents to take again, and I think it kind of does go back to the whole concept over here. I have a question for you. Have you ever like spammed here to try to get kills as the opponents are running up ramp? Do you know like a lineup for that?
Not coming up ramp. I mean, I probably got a lineup. Yeah.
Got you. As the cave player,
I don't do it, no.
As a cave player, I do like this is if I'm an opera obviously, but if I was a cave player, I would sit here and maybe you already know the common ones, but I would learn every single spam spot for each specific scenario. Spam for someone door, spam for someone here, spam for someone up here, and then the easy one I think I know is the spam for somebody in middle from here. But then going back to site, everyone knows where you can spam site, right? But dude, this is so valuable for you because I've been on the receiving end of it, and I've also taught a lot of players this. If you can learn the spam where you can shoot ramp as people are running up here, dude, it is so unbelievably frustrating for the T's to take B bomb site, because as soon as they're going up, even if they smoke you off cave, even if like, you know, you're fighting here and you realize like, oh shoot, they're running on the site, they're just getting tanked with like 20 damage, 50 damage, maybe you kill them. So super valuable spam to learn. Oh wow, I'm a little bit awkward there. Ends up working out for us. Okay. Yeah, it's good awareness here to not just like okay.
Yeah, I thought they went back.
Right, you heard the one
I heard
guy
the guy
leaving.
running a T-spawn, yeah.
I
So I thought
gotcha.
they both ran back.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's gonna be pure hindsight, and if a player's playing really properly, I don't want you to always have to feel the need to clear like everything, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's a little rough there. I'm gonna say the fight was a little awkward, but I think we just got stuck here or something. Ideally though, like yeah, like if we can win this cheetah and cave battle, I want you to either smoke this side or smoke out here or smoke in the middle. Whatever you choose to do. Honestly, like left side here or towards shelf side is better. And then actively sit there and like fight and prod and spam. If you're queued with people, man, like maybe you guys have done before, having a flash over top of cheetah for you to peek out real quick either side is always super effective. But yeah, as a high level cave player and cheetah player, that's your next step is like getting all of those spams down. Dang, bro. Yeah, it looks like you dinked him, honestly. I think you dinked
Yeah,
him
I think I
through the wall.
the wall, yeah.
Yeah. And I will agree, man. So far, like especially with your pistols, your aim is very, very good. Like your pistol, like point click is so solid, honestly. Dang, bro, we got some one diggers out here. Oh, okay, bro, no. Okay, good. You get the kill. You get the kill, but I want you to think about it. You guys are in a 4v3, right? And you're like on 1 HP. From this initial exchange, you are on 1 HP. I'm so happy you killed this guy. Like insane shot, bro. But this is so low percentage of us because
Really
one,
risky,
yeah, we already spotted them, right? Like I don't blame you for spotting them. It's like, oh, I see lots of guys. But it's really greedy when we're on 15 health to come out here and like swing again when we have the advantage already. Our teammates are starting to pick up AKs. The best thing you can do, and I don't want you to be scared. I don't want you to be a player that's scared that you play passive, but just recognizing like, oh shoot, bro, like I just got all the info for my team. I'm somehow still alive. Maybe we just try to dip and just like hang on for dear life, buy times to rotate. You know, maybe like as Adrenaline's coming in here, if he's doing his job correctly, he should be eating a flash behind us. It just like, you know, like I said, credit to you. Great shot. And honestly, bro, insane damage even there. If you want to like play as the best solid team player you possibly can, that's what's expected of you though. It's like, you know, your job's no longer to get kills. Yeah, and I think we oh no, yeah, we end up losing this round, it looks like. Yeah, which it's not your fault at all. You did so well. You put in like a lot of great impact. I think we were just playing lower percentages, and because of your aim, it really helped bail you out there. Okay, let's do lineup check. Let's see what we got. Sweet. Okay, sweet. Yeah,
I like
yeah.
this combo a lot. It's very free kills
Yes.
all the time.
Dude, and the ultimate, like, bro, what I want you to try to do with the people you're queuing with and flowing is you're so good at throwing that. You see this guy literally couldn't go through. Like he was trying to go through, he couldn't. If you can get it to the next level, your mid players are having no problem taking mid as well. You're instantly out of spawn running a play where this guy jumps through mid and flashes you from the get-go. Or you could do it with your B player as well, where he's throwing a flash as you're getting through here. That is like your next evolution of cave play with your teammates. Or bro, if you're in a solo queue pug, honestly, just have your B player just tell him like, bro, can you molly ramp and then flash over cheetah when I say, and then tell him, okay, bro, you know, flash once you get to here, flash, and then you're peeking with it. Boom. That is like, to me, like the easiest way in a pug to just like completely dominate these guys. Yeah, because I like your confidence. I really do. I like your confidence.
But flash pad with this would have went crazy. Yeah,
Yeah, but I also don't necessarily. Oh, dude. Okay. I honestly, in the future, I honestly don't think it's good to just sit here. You're flashing and walking, bro. Come out here, throw your flash and swing with it. Get aggressive. Get in here. I don't care that they know we're in here, right? Because one, you're gonna hear if they're ticking through the smolly, right? If they smoke it, maybe that's a different story because we don't know if they're going through. But think about it. If they're through this, they are either chunking your nade. If they smoke it, they're still chunking your nade and taking in the molly. This is our fight. I want you to fight this so aggressively. I don't care if anyone hears us. Bro, so many times I've been the dude trying to get through this molly on a default or against good players, and the K player doesn't care if like they hear him. He's not walking, he's not doing that thing because he's like, this is mine. I don't care if you know I'm here. So I don't think it's a lack of confidence, but I think that you can really optimize that and just shove it down to your opponents and show them like, bro, I'm just better than you guys. I mean, if you want that on steroids, just look at Donk, bro. You watch him play. that dude's just
Yeah, he
constantly
just
running
walks
around.
like he doesn't care.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, it's like technically he shouldn't necessarily always be making noise and doing these things, but like when he has a good play, when he knows what he's doing, he is like literally does not care. But yeah, even here, man, you would find so much impact because these guys are spamming, they're being loud, they're doing their thing, and you could just sit here and learn your lineups. Like honestly, I would get into a server or watch like a pro playing this position and just steal the lineups that they're doing, honestly. Like I said, Common's here, and then I've been an opera up here and I get killed by a guy spamming. It's so frustrating. It's so unbelievably frustrating, man. Yeah, and same thing here. Oh, we almost get him. Yeah. Yeah, it does just suck. Like don't get me wrong. Like our teammate is like folding, but I almost don't even blame him, right? Because we are playing aggressive in cave. Like that's completely fine. I want you to play aggressive. I want you to do your thing. So honestly, a lot of it is on him for just putting himself in spots where he's like one and done. He should kind of be spotting a little more, but obviously we don't care about the randoms. I think you know, throwing in a little more variety and coming back, like I said, into cave sometimes and maintaining this control would also make his life easier. He probably dies anyways, but again, you can put some extra pressure, maybe spams, sit here, jiggle, come back here. So especially because like at this point we've got to identify that he's kind of just dying. He's kind of just like folding when people take contact on him. And then as far as like evolutions as well, because like honestly, man, like when we're working with you, we're starting to get really, really good at the game. The things you have to do in order to take yourself to the next level is at some point on Ancient 2, you've got to throw the door smoke out of spawn. Do you know the lineup for that?
Yeah, I do know the lineups. Yeah.
Yeah, you like this is a prime example in this pug where it's like, okay, you're starting to get cave space for free. You're starting to do this. Like your teammates, even some rounds, they're jumping up shelf. Bro, we got to smoke door and start to actually have these two smokes where we can just control this entire lane. And fight it, right? We got to fight it and scare them off. I'm not gonna lie to you, at this point in the game, it's not too late, but it's just not as optimized as it could be. Because we want to kind of do that early on in the game to show them from the get-go, like, guys, if you're going through, you're gonna have to sit back here if you want to play safe. You don't get to sit here. You don't get to sit here. You don't like if you want to not die and get ran over, like this is where you gotta be. Also, I get we're fumbling and spawned here. Do you have like an idea with the 2 flashes that we're gonna be buying? It's kind of bugged the UI, but
yeah, I can't really remember this round, so
let me see.
we will see.
Yeah, so we have 2 flashes here. I was just asking because like for me, like my priority is always to get a smoke, unless I'm like actually using the flashes for like a set play or something. My I guess buy pattern is like smoke or molly slash smoke slash molly, and then flashes and nades. Gotcha, okay. Yeah, I mean that round kind of just falls into our hands, to be honest. Like we don't really gotta do much. We take those rounds and then you close it out. Sick. Yeah, sweet. Yes, that's so good. Love it.
They always do this, man. So.
Yeah, love it, bro. And then, like I said, that's why I want you to be aggressive and just make your play. Heck yeah, that's great impact from us. Great impact. It's literally the play that like is just so, in pugs especially, man, is so broken. You know, the evolution of that too, by the way, is, I mean, honestly, like you guys should have 3B sometimes. It should be like 1-1 3B. Your default is obviously gonna be 1A, 2 mid, and 2B. There, you know, and this is where Team CS is so awesome, because like you actually have this consistent variety and different plays and changes you're making. If you ever have 3B, the best thing is like you're coming up here and throwing that nade set and you're flashing, doing the same thing, and then you have a teammate that's sitting here and literally just spamming this wall, by the way. Again, it makes it impossible. Literally nobody can get past that molly area. Like it's just so effective, man. I hate playing T side for the reason of really high level teams just are so good at it. Hey, we get pushed off, no problem. Our teammates kind of pick it up. Yeah, you're gonna connect with them here. Not bad. I would say, by the way, not that like I mean, not that like it's a huge threat, but we just like don't know with the randomness of pugs and how things go. I said just like clear this just to clear it, get in that habit. In case someone
Yeah.
did sneak in here or something. As we can see here, it literally doesn't matter, but I think it's just good habit to get into. And then here too, I think you should be doing what Benji's doing. You should be the guy coming here clearing. Okay, we're good. Again, just to reiterate, like, okay, we're actually set. There's no lurker here. And if they are, obviously they're behind the store, which we're already worried about. Yeah, and at this point, we should be seeing bomb. Yeah, we should see it on the radar. I don't know exactly
As
what's
soon as
going
I
on.
s-
Okay,
we didn't see the bomb here. As soon as I
gotcha.
see the bomb, I rotate off.
Gotcha, okay. And obviously, like in the retake, what am I thinking? I'm thinking like, how can I use my smoke? Where's my teammate? How can I play off him? And then once we get to site, where's bomb? Where do I think my opponents are going to be off of that? You know, just starting to develop that picture inside of our mind so that we can try to activate like flow state, like, you know, where we don't even have to think about things because we already thought about it when we were going into the retake. Like right here, man. Like, you know, good. How can we use the smoke? But in my opinion, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I think it's really troll to smoke out here, right? From what we've like gathered with bomb, like say he even is there, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's the purpose? Because
Yeah, you can't really stop the defuse.
yeah, exactly. So I'd say like your best bet in this moment is just a smoke bomb. The only sad thing is if he's here, he can play around it, obviously. But I think that's really good pressure just to smoke bomb in this scenario because we don't know where he is. Like we have no clue. Nice aim. But yeah, I mean, your aim is really sharp, man. I'll 100% agree with that. Your aim is super sharp. So yeah, specifically on Ancient, we just got to get you doing those spams, and people are going to think you're cheating. They're going to be
And Ancient's
crying.
my favorite map. It's so fun to play.
Heck yeah. I can tell you look really comfortable on it. Like, honestly, like there's a lot of comfort here, which is great. Yeah, man. Sweet. Yeah. It's like it's not like it's not necessarily an issue. I just noticed that like a lot of times when we're going into these, like you're not like there's like this like next level like it factor. I think like if you're committing here and you're like going to crouch, eventually we are going to take contact on this guy, and he's probably going to be ready for us. So like us just shifting in here is going to get us killed. Like I see you doing it a lot, like the other round where we're shifting in here and doing this.
Yeah.
If you're going to be like sacrificing the like, or not sacrificing, if you're going to be walking, I actually rather you be walking up into this position and start kind of jiggling and making your way over with jiggles. And maybe you don't have to do that like on steroids, but I do think it's getting you, well, in this case, it literally is getting you killed. But I think it's also like not preparing you for a lot of these fights. And if you do take contact on them, they're just like, oh, this guy's walking into me. Right.
Yeah.
So I think you would really benefit from doing more jiggles and implementing it like this. Like even back here, like I said, instead of coming back here and holding this, we're sitting here and like, you know, jiggling in these ways. And I say that because like I've noticed you are good at jiggling. Like you can do it. It's just that how the state of CS2 is, I think like, man, like it's just like you got to be hyperactive with your movement, and the less we can kind of walk into things, the better. So yeah, I've noticed a lot of K players, they kind of, when they get to this position, they start either
Just
jiggling
shift up, yeah.
or they shift into their spot and they get there, right? Instead of kind of just like floating and like, I don't know. It's just like a small tweak I've noticed. Dang, okay. I mean, life of an entry, I guess. Life of an entry.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, you used the molly, you got in there, through it. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind you taking close range fights. We can see it's a little sad just in hindsight because you are so aggressive. You go through here and do this, but then because of that smoke that we ran through, there's zero trade opportunity, right?
Yeah, difficult for my team.
Yeah. So I don't think it's bad. It's just like, you know, honestly, it's a interesting slash decent play by the CT. I've never really seen someone throw their own lurk smoke like that on piss round, but hey, I mean, you played your part. You played your part in the strat. Yeah, even here, man. Like, like I don't know. Let's see. What are we gonna do with this nade and flash? I would say you're better off getting a smoke, man. That smoke is so important. But maybe we have a
I'm gonna
nade
nade
stack
off
or
the middle
something.
there.
Gotcha. Okay, that's fair. Honestly, that is fair. Yeah, that's fair. And I
Yeah,
read
here.
what's up? Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Well, just like again, it's a pug. I want you to be aggressive, but like you can see in hindsight, like just how like unnecessary it really is. Like I'm glad you're being dominant. I'm glad you're doing this. But what are we playing against? We're playing against people that either have they're saving, so they have pistols, or they have MP9s, right? If you're a CT, what kind of fight would you love to take in that moment? One with this smoke,
Just watching the smoke.
yeah, close range, all these things. So, I'm telling you this out of pure hindsight. This is just from watching the demo, but like, man, like this is the fights that they want, by the way. And I mean, sure, I want you to be confident, but like, it's not really the fights you're trying to take, especially because your teammates are here. It's not like you're lurking. Um, it almost is like the pistol round where because you're so aggressive, because you're so up there, there's zero tradability once they get that kill. Luckily our teammates end up getting it because these guys kind of bite off more than they can chew. But yeah, I think it's just like reiterating, like, okay, what gun do I have? If you have a Mac 10, bro, or something, I'd be like, heck yeah, man, jump up in there, get up in their face. If you die, you die. But because you have that Galil, it's honestly really scary to push by yourself in that way, especially because we have teammates back here. Yeah, so I honestly, yeah, I think it's like if you have that game plan of you want to aggressively fight and do that, I think the Mac 10's your best bet, to be honest. Okay, sweet. Brolin Molly, awesome. Flashing in cave, look at you. Look at you, man. This is your domain. This is your area. Like, actually, I can tell how comfortable you are with like this area. Like, actually, like, I mean, honestly, like with this area right here, you're so comfortable. Yeah. Yeah. And just that game sense, I don't need you to obsess over it, but like if we're seeing like nobody's here, just remember like this is an opportunity because or this is something that can happen because we all went through a cave on our hit. You don't need to obsess over it, but this is like this is any moment on like a split or like when I'm going through, I'm just reminding my teammates, hey guys, like we like this opening exists. This is here. And it's something actually like I'm asking if I ever have bomb, like no matter what map it is, Mirage, Ancient, and I always ask my teammates, where did you guys go through? Oh, we went through cave. Okay, sweet. So now I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, like let's see what's up here, clear everything out. Same thing on Mirage. If my teammates took A site but they all went through ramp, I'm like, oh shoot, like be a little aware of Palace. Like we don't need to obsess over it. But yeah, just nice little thing. Back ban, are we cheating?
Of course, man. Of course.
But yeah, that's just, I mean, you died for your team, but this is, like it's just really unnecessary, right? Like to just come out here and fight.
12 HP.
Yeah. So, I mean, respect to you. You swung and died, but you know how many rounds I've been part of and I've seen that just completely crumble.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
True.
it's okay. It's just the small things. And I say that too because like we want to build our economy, obviously, right? And 2 life, 2 life, 2 life. That having 3 alive would mean everything, man. Because obviously when we have 3 out of 5 alive, that's only 2 people that have to rebuy now. When we have more of those rounds where the majority is alive, that's when we truly start to build our economy. We never get a chance to build our economy if it's 2 people or less alive every time. So that's also one thing I'm looking on on both sides. Like if my opponents have constantly 2 alive, I'm also feeling more confident because I'm like, guys, like stay in the game. If we just win one of these rounds, their eco is so garbage, right? So that's why that kill is also huge. And just going into the next level of CS, like that is going to be detrimental to you because these small things are just going to add up. Yeah, some good kill. Clear everything out here. Yeah, because we don't know. They're on eco. Yeah, once again, this guy. See, and I mean, there's not many rounds left in this game, but I am noticing a big pattern here. This guy wants to just push. 1v3. Let's see if we can isolate fights here. Really good aim.
This is really unfortunate.
Yeah. Yeah, that does suck. That is very unlucky. Yeah, because you picked that up. You even recognize like, oh, yeah, I think you know both of them are there. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think
Yeah.
teammates said.
I'm not gonna lie to you though. Okay, it's very unfortunate, but do you see what you did? Like, you actually have like some fault in this, by the way. You kind of like get out here and you're like, okay, nobody's peeking me, and then you kind of just chill here for a little bit, and then
Yeah,
by the
yeah.
time you act to go to door, it's like then it's too late. You actually had a great window. If you like swing here, okay, nobody's there, and keep going right away. I think we kind of
better timing after that.
yeah. So you did get timing. Your molly did suck there, but I think you just put yourself in open for, you know, maybe a half second too long. And as we keep reiterating through the session, like the higher you get up, man, that half second's gonna be everything. So it's like, okay, I'm mollying here, I'm flowing, getting bomb, boom, doing my thing, and like you're never really like stopping. You're never really like putting yourself out in the open. If you're gonna hold that, you're gonna hold it behind cover, behind the headshot angle, just stuff like that. And why it's challenging, I mean, like I keep saying, man, you're very talented, and this map you're very good at. So like the things that we're gonna have to optimize and tweak are getting smaller and smaller and smaller, because like you really are talented at this. Like you're a good player, and you're very good in your position. We just have to expand and really look at the fine details of things. Also, one observation I'm going to make for you, I don't know if it's necessarily a bad thing, is I noticed that when there's like guns on the ground, we very rarely click E on them, and you're constantly dropping, right? Which is a good thing. Like that can be a very good thing. Do we do it here? Oh, we click E. I'm completely wrong. I'm completely wrong. I do just notice that. Like I saw that the one round, like there's a gun down here, and we throw our gun and get killed by the guy lurking. It's just something I noticed. I don't think it's necessarily bad. I think it's interesting. And I say that in the next round, you freaking clicky and pick it up. So
I think I dropped the gun in cave the last round because I was trying to pick the orb.
yeah,
I ended up picking the
that's
mech
understandable. Yeah, that makes sense, because there's a smoke here, and you want to 100% makes sense. This guy keeps messing up his molly. Yeah, again the pattern we see, like, again, this is something we should recognize 2 rounds in, is like, oh shoot, this guy is like pounding down here. And the reason I say that is because I'm sure you've seen it, is one of the default mollies that people throw is a T molly that lands up here. And
Yeah.
sometimes I'm like, oh, I think that's kind of a waste. And I actually, because I'm an opera, I tell my teammates not to throw it because I just want to post sometimes. But against a guy like this, man, like honestly, I would be burning a molly on that. He's already ran down in the mid round twice. Yeah. And then we can see, just because we commit to that, we put ourselves in the open. And it's hard because like you're committing to this, and in hindsight, obviously if we kept going forward, that'd be fine. But you know, if you do that in the future, maybe somebody swings you from ramp and then it's bad, right? So
Yeah.
it is tough. I think obviously in hindsight, like if we're doors, it's way better. Just better positioning than putting ourselves box and kind of going here. I don't know. There's just a lot of unnecessary stress in that moment. Okay, bro. This is huge to learn from. Let me ask you first. Do you see maybe something you did wrong here?
I mean, it was a very bold swing. That's what.
Okay, the swing. Yes, I do agree. The swing was like freaking bold. That was. So 100%. We need to clean that up, and be really careful with what we're doing with that. But let's break down the micro here. Let's break down the micro. You're swinging. There's a smoke here. You go to commit to the spam, right? You're going to fight this guy. First thing, you have an AK, right? Every bullet you shoot is going to have a tracer through here, and he's going to see where you are. But 2, he spots you, and you decide to plant yourself in a crouch here, right? You decide to plant yourself. It becomes the easiest spam in the world for him, because you went from swinging to just sitting in one spot and shooting, right? So you kind of lose sight of him, but he's able to literally just be like, oh, where was this guy shooting? Okay, he was there. Let's spam him down, right?
Yeah.
When you're spamming these smokes, especially with an AK, like with an AK, this is 100% even more important. You've got to just keep moving. You've got to keep moving. Yeah, because like he ends up finding you, and it's the easiest kill of his life then. So, you know,
yeah,
if
I'm not crouched, I'll probably get out. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, man, even if you are crouched, just continue moving either to the right or go back, or, you know, it is a little troll in hindsight, as you can see, but definitely, bro, definitely, it's something that used to get me killed all the time. Was I would really just like sit there and do that, and especially like we can see in hindsight, one thing that is really, really effective when it comes to smoke spamming and doing that kind of thing is when we can, obviously putting ourselves next to walls. So when we start spamming, if they shoot us back, it's like, oh, okay, we just take one step out of there if we're still alive. No matter what smoke we're spamming, no matter where we're at, that always is good. So yeah, be really careful committing to fights behind smokes when we're in the open. It can be very hard for us to win.